Hello, we're going to do an end of year reflection. So here today I'm with
Bruna
and Alison.
and we're the Powerpuff Girls.
Get it? Blue, green.
Yeah, but I'm not wearing pink, okay, but I'm going to skip over that.
It still works.
Yep, so.
We're all in the same media class and we all do like group projects together in media together.
Yes.
Does that make sense? We've got some questions to answer about our exams and how we revise, and we're going to answer them. Starting off with Naadia.
Yes.
So Naadia, how did you revise for the exam?
I tested out loads of different methods and none of them really worked. I used...
Great advice.
It was not advice, you asked me how I revised, just telling you. I used... What's those cards called?
Flashcards.
Flashcards I used for my paper 1 psychology exam and half of my paper 2 exam, and I used notes in my textbook for media. So I sticky noted my whole book, I highlighted it, and then I decided to use that technique again for paper 3 psychology. And art does not take revision.
Yeah.
It just takes my soul. It's okay. How did you guys revise?
Ooh.
Alison, how did you revise?
I basically used flashcards,
Mhm.
and that was the majority of my revision. Just flashcards and like repeating it, like reading over it again and again and again, so that it just sticks to my brains.
I use a range of methods, but my favourite is flashcards, and my favourite is also colour coding, because I'm one of the people that remembers. I'm a visual learner, so like colours is one thing that
coding,
sticks in my
yeah.
head. Sometimes I'll be in the exam and I can literally see my notes in my head and the colour
What
of
colour?
it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be like reading my notes out and I'll be like green, and then I'll say it because I remember that so well. So colour coding is a massive thing for me. But for my media and business exams, I use flashcards and colour coding especially. And for science, I just get A4 like plain paper and I write it all out, but like in short
Yeah.
versions. And I also try to remember it to a tune or something, because that really helps me. Or like I'll say it in a weird way because then I remember it more. Do you ever do that?
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'll be like, the neurotransmitter goes through the neuron or whatever it is, and I'll say it in a weird way and I'll remember it more like that. But colour coding, just using loads of colour and flashcards is what helps me the best. Everyone's different, so it's just about finding what works best for you.
Yeah.
I do note taking, but then I'm like, I rewrite notes like 300 times, and I'm like, okay, I need to stop rewriting them and actually
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
Absorb
soak it into my mind.
the knowledge.
And just
Absorbed
writing
everything.
it in like short bullet points and not really like long paragraphs is
Yeah,
gonna help you the best.
that helps.
And then
But I
just
always have
memorising
this
it.
thing, right? When I'm writing notes, I'm like, oh, if I don't add that in, will they suddenly ask me a question on that one sentence that I didn't add? And that always goes in my
Yeah.
head. So I end up writing more than I need to. And then I
Yeah.
have to keep doing it again because it's not notes, it's like whole sheets of paper.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my one problem.
So yeah, it's mainly just memorising really.
Yeah.
Oh, and past papers also help.
Oh,
Doing
yeah.
past papers.
Do your past papers.
I
That
should do.
That really
yeah,
helps.
I always like, oh, I'm not going to get the questions right, so I'm not going to do it. And then I end up not doing them.
It's not a really good thing to do. Because one thing I've noticed is the more past papers you do, the more confident you are in exams. And I've noticed that some questions do reappear from past papers that you've done. I've noticed that, especially with science at least. Like I may have done a past paper from 2016 and it appears again.
It's too late for me. It's too late for me.
How do you think the exam went?
Media
Let's
was
go through
good.
all of
Media
yours.
was good. Media
All
was
of them?
good. I
Media.
think I'm scared to say it's good, then it's bad. But
Are
I
we
think it was
talking-
good. Media 2, Media 1, Media 1 we did again.
Yeah.
Media
How
1
did
was
that-
good.
Yeah.
That 20 market essay question was a bit. How can?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
really hated that essay question. If I got a better essay question, I think I could have gotten distinction in that paper.
Really?
That's what got me down. I think.
Yeah. With media, it's like, I feel like every mark counts. Because you know with
Yeah.
some subjects, like you're like, okay, I'll focus on the big mark questions and then that will be it. But I feel
Yeah.
like with media you can't really do that, because the essay question is more of an opinion sort of thing. And so it's about the examiner and whether or not they think your essay writing, or the point you're coming across with the analysis is good. So you kind of can't just like count on the 20 mark at the end. It's a massive part of your grade and you want to make sure you
Yeah.
get all of that.
I literally
Kind
had
of.
no idea what to write. I wrote stuff, yeah, I did the essay, but it was like the little bit of information we had on that, and then to write a whole
What was
essay
it
question.
again?
It was on audience research.
Oh, yes.
Audience research is a paragraph, and they wanted us to write an essay
was really
on a
bad.
paragraph,
20
marks.
Yeah, and I feel like that was the only thing in the textbook that I skipped on because I was
Ah,
like,
no,
this
no,
is so not going to be in it.
No,
And
when
it was
I was
actually-
reading it, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to read it. Then I was like, no, I'm going to read it because I'm not reading it. They're going to put it in anyway, so I'm going to read it because they think I'm not going to read it.
Yes.
That always happens to me, so I'm like,
Overthinking.
read it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think media overall went really well. Usually it has a pattern with media 1. The last essay question, it's either media effects or like how a film is rated.
Yeah.
And it goes like consecutively, so it changes, right? This year May, sorry, it was supposed to be the rating of the film.
Yeah.
And they actually changed it, did media effects. So
And it was on...
they caught us off guard.
Yeah.
However, I was still prepared because that's like I've practiced more on media effects than the other one.
Yeah.
But still, it was kind of caught you off guard because you weren't expecting that.
I think I've said this before. I was sitting at a table during a revision class and I said to Bruna, they are going to change it this year, they're going to change it because that's what they like to do.
But then I was like, out of so many years they've done this pattern, why all of a sudden this year they're going to do that? And you were right, they did it.
And they changed it. And I even messaged Ade, he did the exam too, and I said, make sure you go over this section because if that's what the question is on, you're going to need it. He didn't go over it. But it was the thing that was going to be on the essay.
Yeah. And I did my last science exam today, which was really good too.
That's what you did today.
Yeah.
I was wondering what you did today because it was like, what
Was it
subject did you
chemistry?
take?
It was
biology.
biology, it was the human body.
Oh.
It was really good. How are your exams, Alison?
It went really well. The business one was really good. No, I had to retake my one because I didn't pass. I didn't pass, so I had to retake that one. But it went really well, so I'm happy for that. And then the art exam, it was kind of last minute, so I was a bit like uneasy, but I managed to pull through at the end of the day. So I'm really proud of myself for that.
Well done.
I really hate what I did for I hate all my pieces for my art exam. I did 4 pieces because Miss Chang said do 4, and I should have just combined them and do 1, like do 4 different characters in one setting instead of 4 characters in 4 different settings. I should have just combined them and did them in one, and that would have gone really well because I had a great idea for it during the exam, and then I was like, I don't have time to draw this out, so just continue with what you're doing. But
Did you finish your...
Kind of, like it looks like it's finished, but some of the elements are not in there. Like there wasn't enough flowers in my earth piece, there wasn't enough air in my air piece.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
But did you do earth, fire, wind?
The 4 elements.
They did the 4 elements, so
Wow,
it was
that's
4
really
pieces.
cool.
Which makes sense, but it does not make sense for someone who is slow. When I go home at like 4 o'clock, I sit down at the table and do artwork until 2 and I never finish. I don't know what it is, but I never finish art.
Because you're a perfectionist.
Yeah.
And you're very meticulous in the way you work, which can be a good thing and can be a bad thing.
Well, clearly it's a bad thing because I have not finished
No,
art.
but your
They're still
artwork is
chasing me for
beautiful.
artwork. Do you want to know what Miss said to me? I said to her, I need 2 B's and a distinction to get into uni, but I can get into uni with 2 C's and my distinction because of ASDA. And I said, Miss, did I fail art? She said, if you failed, you'd get an E or a U. So that implies that I got a D. So I am going to die, basically, but I'm still doing an artwork, so it might go up.
Okay.
Results day, oh damn. I'm going to cry regardless.
You're gonna cry?
I'm definitely gonna cry.
Because of your grades
Why?
or because it's the last?
Because of my grades, I'm going to cry.
Oh, do you think you did badly?
Yes. Like, psychology was so bad. Like,
That
paper 2
bad?
was good, paper 1 was rubbish.
You just need to stay positive because telling yourself now that you're going to fail, telling yourself now that you're going to cry, it's going to be bad. It's not
I'm gonna
going
cry
everything for
anyway,
you.
but even if it's good, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry regardless.
Okay, but stay positive because you never know.
Results day for me, it would just be another day, you know.
Yeah.
It's just numbers on a
That's a good mentality to have.
page.
Well, those numbers determine whether I go to Arts University or not.
But do you plan on going to uni? Where do you plan to go?
St. Martin's. Oh no, Leeds.
No, Hertfordshire.
Oh snap, yeah. That's my insurance. I wanted to put Hertfordshire as my first choice, but it was 78 UCAS points, and my second choice was Bournemouth, which is 120, so it did not make sense.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
So I had to put Bournemouth as my first choice.
Just in case.
And now I like Bournemouth more than I like Hertfordshire, but I can't remember why I liked Hertfordshire more. I think I can get into my insurance, definitely.
Fingers
but
crossed, we've
my
got this.
firm, I am not
Just
quite
stay
sure.
positive. I'm feeling okay for results day. After this exam, it's made me a lot more positive because yesterday I was a bit nervous. I was just like, if I don't get into university, I don't know what I'm gonna do because that's the only plan I have. But yeah, after this exam, it's made me feel really positive. Yeah, my plan is to go to Loughborough University. and study media because it's a great university for media. And I'm excited.
And plans
That's really
for the
good.
future.
I hope to get a job in the media industry, simple as.
Do you go yet?
I mean,
Yeah,
my
just-
very dream aspiration is to become a director.
I knew
but
it.
Anything in the media industry, I'm
Okay,
quite
wait.
down for really. Alison.
I just hope that I have a really good paying job that I love.
I want to finish uni.
Mm.
I want to do my year in Japan if I can. To do
Ooh.
animation.
That would be amazing.
I want to run an animation channel on YouTube with like myself as an animated character, but with me as well, and we're doing like stories and art videos
I'm
and
being-
vlogs
I'm
and
being
like challenges
featured.
and stuff.
Oh my
She's gonna
God.
animate me.
That is amazing. You should totally do that.
But I don't know how to do
I will
it.
fully help you with that.
And I want to animate my own show.
That's really cool.
That'd be really cool.